live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And so first of all, I will say thank you for joining us. And we are going to start the auction, and we are going to, first of all, before we start the auction, hit share.
Oh yeah, that's important.
On the live feed, so people see what we're doing.
Live feed.
There.
How many do we have left?
41. Something. So we're live, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So you can hit share on any of those platforms, and that would be nice.
You have 9 o'clock.
Yeah, up on the thing, and it's called auction. Okay. Here's reference here. So there are many beautiful pieces. I'm going to start putting them in. If you are at home watching and you see a piece that catches your eye, please text me at 403-629-7424. Babe, what is that? Can we please see that in the auction?
403-629-7424.
403-629-7424.
And if you are here and you'd like to see a piece in the auction, you can just ask. We're going to pull the pieces up. If you're texting from home, say your name in your text and what you would like to bid on, and the bid. So this is where, let's get started here. Okay.
Did you put it to
YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Bluetooth. What happens when you use Bluetooth on YouTube? Or is that YouTube?
YouTube. Ah! They're gonna get a bit weird. We have one person watching.
Who are you, one person watching?
Kelly.
Yay.
Okay. So here we go. For instance, people at home. The reflection is epic on this one. Here, let's see. This is by Echo. Look at that metallic. Metallic Venus. The Bad Kids by Echo. Opening $5. So how we do this is I show a work. Someone falls deeply, deeply in love with it.
Yay.
And then they text 403-629-7424. That's how it goes, folks. Please also let me know if you can hear me talk. That would be good. I think we should be good. There's 3 people. That's 3 times as much as what was on just previously. So
Yeah.
I really dig this with the metallic. So I'm going to bid 5. I can't stop doing this. On the back, he says, can be used for wilderness survival. Look at how metallic it is. So good.
How is that usable for wilderness survival?
To like flash, let people know, because there isn't cell phone reception in the wilderness.
What?
And there's a stretch on
How
the
do
way.
people survive?
How do people live? You buy this painting, and then if you get stuck, you can reflect the moonlight so the drivers can see. Maybe they'll stop for you, or they'll maybe think you're a werewolf and keep driving. Well, everything could happen. Okay, so that's a $5. Oh, $5 to me.
Wait, is there really nobody with us online?
Oh, it jumped to 7.
Oh,
That's good.
Thank
that
goodness.
is 2 times.
This is by Kyle, and it's currently to me for $5. But if you would like to outbid me, text 403-629-7424.
Or don't.
Oliver, my dear, are you still working on your pieces? Are you putting them in?
Keeping
Keeping them. They are very good. I don't blame you.
Can I put mine in?
You could, yeah.
Yep. And then we'll just tell the people that they can pick it up when it's
We'll tell the people. We'll even tell the people.
Okay.
Just be breathe.
And actually, the
About how you
camera's
sit
showing down, which is really good. So then you can. So look, Felix. Yeah, the camera's pointing down. So that's
This
awesome.
is what I did.
Is it important to share the black lady? There?
Yes.
What's your opening bid?
$5. It looks like a scroll.
Don't move it around too much.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's actually
But
pretty
the
spectacular.
pink kind of, yeah, the pink actually becomes more goldy than the gold.
That's
Right.
cool.
Doesn't it? Okay, put it flat to dry. What's your opening bid?
$5.
I'll bid $5.
Yeah.
Felix's piece is currently at $5. Some very wonderful line work. Thanks, Kelly, for checking the sound. So it's currently at $5 storage.
Sound checker. The coyote's after you. Sound checker. If it catches you, you through.
We're gonna do some blacklight showing off.
Did you want the
I know we can turn it up now.
what?
I was gonna sit down, but then I
Did
realized
you want the camera pointed so low?
it's no. I said you can turn it up now.
You just
Dad,
I
yeah.
just
can I do
I
the
was-
chicken song later?
I was
Yeah.
gonna
No,
sit down.
your mom's picking you up in 15 minutes.
Can we do it now?
No.
We're trying to do an auction.
Nope.
We love you.
We'll do a video of it. Oh, there's 9 people.
Yay!
It's not the end of the world.
Did you turn the lights off to show your work?
No,
Why did you turn the lights off?
because it's intimate.
We have to show artwork.
There's just a light right here.
Okay, there's children. Okay,
Look at
what
this.
is the intimate?
Maybe actually, right after Morgan brought this down, somebody texted me and said, "I need to come down and pick up some artwork. Do you have anything that's edgy?" I'm like, I kind of do. And we have lots that's edgy, but this is super edgy, a little too edgy. And that's what Morgan said. Morgan's like, "Oh, I made this amazing painting, but I think it's a little too edgy." And I was like, it is quite edgy.
Can you hold that? I'm gonna get your
Can
phone.
I? Can I ever?
Pick a light.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh, my arm's buzzing too.
Where's your watch?
It's
Oh,
in my butt.
great.
Not in my butt.
I understand.
That would be gross. Smells pretty good, actually. Butt jokes. When I was a kid, I went to Paul Shrinan's house for a sleepover, and
Can I do an intermission?
Starting.
so we're eating dinner,
Yeah.
and you know how you're saying like flaps? I remember Robin saying, "You know what word I hate is flaps." Felix, is there a word you hate?
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Is it-
word do I hate?
Some people hate moist.
Moist, yeah, moist breather. Everybody-
Any
What?
any word that's mean.
Right,
Oh,
right, okay.
Good call.
So we're talking. Do you have a least favorite word? Like, I don't like the word schedule. I'm shy, dear chap. Sure, I'll put you on the schedule. Anyways, we're talking about words we couldn't stand the sound of.
Any better?
And Paul Shrinan's dad, Frank Shrinan, a great real estate guy, if you ever need one, he's like, "I hate butt dad." I'm like, "What's butt dad?" He's like, like,
But
yeah. He's like, "Can you take the garbage out?" But dad. But it was just the way he delivered it, I guess, was super funny.
That's really good.
Actually, another really funny joke. Brett Sharkey's dad took us skiing one time. My dad never took me skiing, but Brett Sharkey's dad took me skiing one time. We're driving down Elbow Drive back into Kega Meadows, and this cop flipped on the lights right next to us, and it was the loudest siren I'd ever heard in my life. There used to be a food place called Food City right there, and I think Brett's dad was just startled, so he pulled over to regroup. But he turns into the parking lot, and Brett's mom's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Food City." And she goes, "What for?" And he goes, "Toilet paper." She's like, "We have toilet paper." He goes, "Not for the car." Oh, it's funny.
They might have just killed him.
It's good. It's good. Sorry.
He's the guy that wore the costume that left me like
Yeah.
traumatized with
Yeah.
pantyhose.
Yeah, it's good. This is by Alex. Good segue. This is by Alex. Opening is $10.
I'll bet $10.
Is beautiful.
So far, I've got
Called
$10
the art.
on everything. $10 to me.
I'll go 15.
Oh,
Son of a bitch!
50 to Scott. It's beautiful. This is really lovely.
What does this say right here?
It's a
Yeah, that's usually like my signature with like the 24. That's like the.
I'm doing
your
24 too.
mom is here. Can you
Nice.
get your backpack in your picture? Your
And your
backpack's back
phone.
here. Phone's here.
Your stuff.
Okay. So currently, Alex, 10, Scott.
15.
Oh! Welcome to Rumble House. You are allowed to outbid yourself. This is by Allie. I don't hear. Oh.
What's how? Oh, no, this is how we do that.
I want to see what this one is.
Oh, running. Sorry.
Oh,
Jesus. What the? There, you can see this. This is by Allie. A beautiful little clay piece. It is called Teddy's Sacrifice.
You can turn it back off.
Oh! Yeah.
not for the car. Okay, thanks for letting them come. I'm picking them up.
Opening is $40 for this lovely piece by Allie.
Bye. You're a star, baby. You're a star. Sorry, is that weird?
Weirder than the
Is
rest of the
anything
evening.
not weird? Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's the ratio?
What is the?
Okay, you
So
want
this
this
is-
on or off?
I don't know. I was just testing out some black
It's not
light.
black light.
No,
is it? Who made
but-
that?
this is by Allie. It's called Teddy's Sacrifice. Opening is $40.
Oh, I'm gonna name all my paintings Petty Sacrifice. Can I show some stuff?
Yeah. Please.
I'm cleaning up my living room because there's a story here. I really wanted to paint something big tonight.
Yeah.
And I can't afford to because none of my big stuff is selling because I've already filled everybody's houses.
Great.
So I brought in some of my favorite pieces that we bought. So often Jess will bid on pieces of mine and then she actually has to pay, which is funny. And so this is a really interesting piece. I love it so much. And I can't say, I don't even know if I could do it again. It's kind of magic how it happened. So in the daylight, it is a red Venus Willendorf.
Okay. There's an extra layer that I did not account for. We
What's
have red curtains,
Right.
and in the daytime when the light shines
This goes
through,
completely
it went
blank.
completely blank. I was like, "Where did she go?"
And the gold really shines and she just becomes negative space.
Yeah.
Are you crying because I'm telling it?
No, it's just
Okay, yeah. And then the actual daylight piece, there's this shiny background with a three-dimensional painting of her. And then this is what I really love. In
It
the
works
black
so
light,
good, even from far away in the black
she
light.
becomes an
Oh,
absolute sculpture,
I love her.
like a
so
hologram. And actually, I kind of forgot about that when I was a kid and the hippies were here, can you hold up a second? And the hippies were, listening to Led Zeppelin and shining the black light.
Oh, this is also black light.
We always kind of talked about it how the black light was 3D, and then a lot of times, like I use black light all the time. Never in all my pieces have I nailed the 3D as well as I did
So good. In
in this
hers.
piece, and I think it's
Oh.
because it was a combination of a black light reactive purple, a black light reactive orange, a black light reactive yellow, which I use sculpturally, but also a very deep, dead, matte red. So I'd be sad to see this go, but I'm willing to sell it because I got to sell something because we're not going to make rent if I
And
don't.
I like her because she can fit everywhere.
Yeah.
She's this tall, skinny,
Here's another
vertical.
piece I'd like to share. It's got a glow in the dark. Can you turn that light off? It's got a glow in the dark
Screen print of
screen print of my
River Troll.
river troll, and then in the daylight, it is a collection of all of my favorite t-shirt screen prints that I've made. So there's
May the
the
snakes
gorilla,
come to know your name and
the
step.
poem, the troll, Heritage Records. It just went layers and layers and layers. And one of the reasons this is special, which is kind of weird, is Mrs. Darcy came in one day to visit us, and she was an opera singer. She's highly sophisticated. And I was working on this, and I was feeling a little self-conscious because I felt like I was making something a little bit grungy. And she walked up, and it was one of those grabbing the pearls moments where she's like, "Oh, that is lovely." And I was like, I loved her because she could. Sometimes you do pieces you don't know if people are if it's gonna reach the people.
Yeah.
So that's for auction tonight. This is for auction tonight. And then I had another piece I brought in. So those are two pieces I had from the past that I was willing to part with. And then there's sort of a story behind why I did that. Is I got to sell. Oh, can I show this?
Oh yeah.
Who's
Oh,
with
you
us?
brought another one here.
11
Look,
people.
Rich, this is a very important one.
Right. All of these are some of my favorite pieces. And I'm just being a masochist here because this is my all-time favorite print, and it's my favorite print of my favorite print. Whenever I made T-shirts, I would do a handful of tests to see if it works first. So I'd make paintings, and then I'd make T-shirts. And I personally would cherish the paintings. I think most people like the T-shirts more. But these are 3 pieces for our home that I did so that I could share this.
Let me know how it
Is that weird? Like I wanted to work big, and I was like, it won't sell. So maybe if I do these. Okay, so here's my piece for tonight. There's 11 people with us. I haven't scared everybody away yet.
How can I help?
Can you hold this up?
Yeah.
Ow. So this is part of my piece. Yes?
Yeah, but people can't see.
No, they can't, can they? Here, you got it?
I got it.
Okay, let me move the camera back. How about now?
I have the Roadrunner song stuck in my head.
Well, that's a thing.
That coyote.
Oh, this is a bad thing. Bad trouble. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, I turned it off with my finger. That was super scary.
Roadrunner.
Okay.
Oh, someone drew Roadrunner today.
Did they?
I
All right.
immediately enjoy humans
Hang on,
more when
hang
they
on.
draw cool things.
So this is my kind of, I don't know. It could be Frank Sinatra.
It is very
It could
like
be Oliver and his girlfriend.
people walking down the
It's
street.
kind of some,
Sarah has a beautiful photo of her parents walking down the street in like the 60s.
a little bit like that, hey?
So beautiful.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's that. And then I don't know if you can see, maybe we need more lights on. Hold this.
Yeah.
And that, oh yeah, brace for impact.
Oh yeah.
That is on this board that we made. We did an episode on CBC Radio, which is we're on the radio painting live. And this was my half, and it was a sun, and the other half was Jessie, and you'll never guess what she painted. But a
And a
moon.
lady and a bum.
There's a moon, a sun and a moon.
Oh,
So here was your moon. Da-da-da. This one also looks like a Klingon weapon. So there's the moon part. Do you see? And then there's this neat structure to them. And then where's Kelly? Kelly gets it.
That looks like it can do some serious damage.
yeah.
Wait though.
Furnace.
Wait for this.
Furnace.
There's so many layers.
Layers.
Da, da, da. Okay.
We have to like do this in slow mode. The
Actually, if
docking.
you just help me with the weight of it. Da, da, da. Not only do they join together,
Okay.
but they actually click together like that. There's a point where it goes click, 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 Bob a trick. There we go. Oh, there we go. And so it'll sit together on your wall, locked in.
Oh, now hold it just like that.
And-
Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
And if that's not enough,
Okay, I'll try.
Wait, there's more.
Wait.
How much will you pay for this? But wait.
can you put the black light on now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Insulators. Ow, ow. Okay, it's also pinch your fingers if you're not careful. Okay. All right. If that's not enough,
Turn that
God, I
one.
feel like that Daffy
Turn
Duck.
that one.
Not yet.
Okay. No.
All right, here we go. Click together. 2 paintings in one. Whoops. All right, it still works. I actually really like
Just a
the
little bit.
structure between the 2 pieces. So you could hang them together. You could hang them apart. You could buy them separately, but if you could, at this point now, turn out the bright light. Da 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 ba 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 ba. It's pretty wild, eh? All right, there couldn't possibly be more to this painting, could there?
Oh,
Nice.
could there? Could there be?
Hey, it was on CBC radio. I'm gonna put this painting on the radio. Can we put the paintings on the radio?
We're describing.
So
It's
weird.
very
Okay,
good again.
yeah, okay. So the painting was on the radio. It was sold and then donated back to the gallery, and then I painted it in the daylight with black light. Does it look pretty good under the
Yeah.
right? Okay. Is there anything left? Maybe could you just turn that one light out by the bathroom before we? Da, 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 da. And it's a Klingon. Hey, wait, don't go yet, Oliver. I got something to show you. That's right. All right, listen, Oliver. I know what it must be like to be my son, and I apologize in full. Okay, ready? Is there anything else that could happen with this
There's
painting?
probably
No,
nothing.
no,
else.
nothing.
No.
Nothing. Oh, unless it glows in the dark.
Oh my god.
I can't tell. Is that sarcasm?
No, it's good.
Okay.
That's a good reveal. Yay!
Yay. All right. So, like, if you travel in, like, okay, can you put this light on?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
So I want you to think about this, okay? One of the most underrated mediums in the world is a film. And then a 3D film, you've got, okay, so
Okay, why would you say that, Rich?
if I draw a
Why was
line,
it?
if I
Yep.
draw a line,
Yep.
that's a one-dimensional
Right.
piece, right?
Yep.
If I have a line and an angle, now I've got a two-dimensional piece.
Yeah.
If I have a photograph, how many dimensions?
4.
Well, but just to the general public, to the layman, so I'll say, how many
Height, width,
dimensions does a photograph have? Height and width.
Oh, just
Oh,
just a
just a
photograph.
photograph.
That's
Okay.
just a photograph, right?
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay.
But if it's a film, height, width, and time, right? If it's a 3D film that creates the illusion of depth, then height, width,
Depth.
time, and depth. So actually, all your 3D films are 4D films. All your 2D films are actually 3D films, right? And then even like your paper, if you're really, can I say anal online?
Yeah, because it's not
You're
about
really specific about it. You know, I always thought that was weird. I'm on a tangent, on a tangent, on a tangent. I always thought when they abbreviated anally retentive, when they abbreviated to anal, they used the wrong side, right? They should have, oh, you're being retentive. Oh, yeah, I'll stop being retentive. But when they abbreviated, you're being anal, it's like, what are you saying? Okay, back on track, sort of. Oh, yeah, no, I was just going to say,
It's a whole bag of Pokemon paintings.
Nice.
Kevin.
nice.
Sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
But when we talk about like dimensions, right? There's
Yes.
1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3. When you get to the 10th dimension, you can time travel,
Yeah, I feel like.
right? So like when you're looking at a movie that's 4 dimensions, if you consider like photons just slightly being in front of the wall, that might be a 5th dimension. But this, how many dimensions is it at? Well, it has the dimension that we created this piece that locks together.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Yeah.
We put it on the radio. That's 2. We sold it. That's not very dimensional. So 2.1. Then it was gifted back to us. I would say that's kind of special. So that's 3. Then I turned it into this atomic atrocity,
Love. Atomic
love, and then it works together and separate, and it's black light,
Daylight, black
and then
light,
just rich
and
for the love of God. Shut up! It's also glow in the dark.
yay!
I think it's 27 dimensions.
Yeah, we're just a hair away from
Vicky's
time traveling.
asking-
That's what I'm trying to say.
Vicky's asking, what are all your opening bids?
Anything.
Please,
Anything.
for the love of God, something.
Buy something. I'll take anything tonight. Anything. I've spent $20. My opening bid is $20. I start out at 0.
I love you. Okay, so
Okay, wait, though.
atomic
What- seriously,
theme
though.
happening.
Can you ask Vicky what she's interested in? Because this Vicky is quite small. Also, Vicky paid for painting. Didn't pay for it, which is so sweet.
So
This is a Gorilla House print, silk screen, handmade by Teru. There were T-shirts. There is only one of these in the whole world. There's only what I guess. Yeah, if somebody had a T-shirt, which weren't very many, and they stretched it around a canvas, there'd be 2. But currently, there's only one of the
Because that
Gorilla
was
House.
a 3-block print.
Yeah,
That's
canvas
not just
tests.
a one go. That was.
This is what I keep for myself when I make T-shirts, and then I've had this for a while, so I wanted to put that in the auction, and I didn't make it sell. So there's also this, the Venus of Willendorf, black light reactive, reflective. It's the first time I ever did the bubbly gold, and that was an
Right.
accident, but an exciting one. And this is a combination of all of my screen, well, not all of them, but what I had available of the day. So what I did with this one, these are opposites. This was a screen print on a brand new screen. This was a screen print of everything right before I tore them apart. So when I'm done with the screens, I turn them into a piece. I guess any of those opening bids, $10. What else do we got to show? Oh, all right. This is not a night all about me. This is an original page out of my book with yet another silk screen. There's a light silk screen in there. So that was the silk screen we used for the cover of the Handmade River Troll, but that's one of the pages out of the book. That's up for grabs tonight. This is a funny one. I painted that at lunchtime. And what else we got?
This is by Sandra.
Sandra. Oh, I just.
You got it.
Bumblebee. I kind of screwed up by moving the
Yeah.
camera so back, so I'm going to move it back forward again.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's far away from the light.
Oh, I think I got it dang.
Oh my goodness. Praise. Oh my gosh. Vicky bid $50 on the Venus.
Venus, if
Thank
you
you.
will, send down a little girl from me to thrill. Oh, Venus, make my dreams come. I'll stop singing. When I sing, the viewers go down. We just sing, viewers go up.
Okay, and Dusty bid $20 for the Everything GH print.
This one.
The square one? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Now, there's another piece to this, is that I had it in mind that we would give this to Mrs. Darcy, and then to our grief and disappointment and sadness, she did pass away. So this is a very special piece because I panicked and didn't offer it to our landlord when I had the opportunity, and I just had it in my mind that I would give it to her the next time I saw her.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she fell ill. And that was a rough year for the Darcy family.
Yeah.
And we went to the funeral and met lots of amazing people. And they've been really
They're really
great to us. And we're not shutting Rumble down because of the landlords, because these are our
They're
best
great,
run landlords
yeah.
ever. But I would have gifted this to Mrs. Darcy. She passed.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of a relief to find a home for it.
That is very nice.
So that's 50.
Yeah, and currently
What's this?
this is 50, this is 20.
Okay.
Scott has this one for 15 by Alex, so you can bid 6403 629 7424. Next. This is so
Wait, can we show Kevin's paintings?
yes, definitely. I want to show this because I want to bid on it as well. This is by Allie. So it's a lovely. I wanted to do this beautiful, lovely necklace. I want to show you the.
No, I was just patting your bum.
I know.
Where's the phone?
So it's a little. Oh, that's it. I moved over. Your face is in focus. Get your beautiful face out of here.
Whose face? Oh my god, I thought you were talking about your own face, which is beautiful.
No.
You can't say that.
No, I
You
was
have to
saying
pretend like you don't know you're beautiful.
I'm trying. Shut up! I was trying to block you. Just focusing on your there.
You know what took me
Black light
9
reactive.
years to figure out?
Pendant.
Is
Treble
Jess
clef.
does know she's beautiful.
$10. What? $20 opening bid and then bidding on it.
It's her deepest, darkest secret.
$20. Rich Teru.
What is it?
Stop talking about that. Allie. $20. Jess, I'm bidding $20. And if anyone would like to bid, please text 403-629-742.
That's 403 629 7424. 403 629 7424.
And for those in the back, 403-629-7424.
Look,
Hey, remember how badly I didn't want to go to the dentist? And now under the black light, I'm like, wow, those are some nice teeth.
right? This is by Kyle. I have that at $5.
Wow, wasn't this? Oh, okay. So, like before, without the black light, you thought the shiny part was like dynamic.
Yeah.
But then you put the black light on,
Yeah.
and the shiny part's okay. But bam! Not good for the mic. Not good for the customers at home. Don't yell at the mic. Don't yell
Oh,
at the people.
so-
Don't.
I might bid $10 on this.
You bidding $10, and then this.
And then that one is also by Echo, and that one's opening at 30.
At 30. 30.
Yeah, at 30. At 30. And now let's turn on the light. Oh, actually, this one is on the bucket. This is by Alvin. Can I check your phone?
Check the earphone. This one.
Okay, let's put the real lights on here.
Real light cereal.
This is by Amanda. I really love this painting.
Okay, let's do this. We'll hold it very still.
It is very detailed. So she did a piece that she kept adding on, and I love how the sticks are just holding it up, and it's like reminds me of like Baba Yaga's house with like legs, but it also reminds me of Rumble House because it's just like 2x4s holding everything together, and then it also reminds me of just like pure love, like, and then also the earth reminds me of a wave. Amanda, I really love this piece. It's very beautiful. Opening is $30. Whoa, cool.
What is it? What? Oh,
Leanne had a cool tidbit of information.
about Venus?
No, Echo.
Echo. Like the sound or the person?
There is a different person, and she has a middle name of Echo. I
Ah,
think that's very cool. This is by Morgan.
by Morgan. By Morgan. by Morgan.
Opening is $50.
Who is this?
Echo.
No, who's this?
I don't know. These are brand new, fresh off the
Brand new from Theo.
press by Theo. No, it's not fresh off the press. They're from 2017, but look how beautiful.
What's your opening bid?
$50 each.
$50. And Theo donates 100% of his sales to the gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
send
here,
something
Kevin.
out.
Kevin.
Do you have this one?
Yes.
At 20?
15.
Oh,
15?
yeah, you know what? 20 just makes it easier. Because then you don't, it makes it division a lot.
I feel like McDonald's now. The guy just, you want large fries with that?
Go push me to $69.
$69 going once. $69.
$20.
Going three
That's
times.
very kind.
We currently have a $10 window to bid. I like your signature.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you to hold on.
Is it too dark? No, no, I love it.
Oh my gosh. This is by Kevin. All of the Pikachu evolutions.
Did you do this today?
Raichu, Pikachu. And what's the first one?
I don't know.
Opening is $25
Did you
by
ever watch
Kevin.
this?
Yes.
Enjoyed it?
It was more my brother and sister. I watched it with my
Did you
brother and
watch this?
sister.
Yes. I was
Did you
always
watch
a
it?
Pokemon fan.
There's a line in my book where I talk about like how every TV show has one character with that voice. I guess we watched it with Shmoo, right? Remember
Okay.
Shmoo?
No, I'm an HR Puff and Stuff kind of guy.
Did they have one creature with a wild, screamy voice?
Oh, yeah, the high pitched. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
You
so
the fluky?
Yeah, and so generally, I think that like kids love this one character, and they basically have one sound that means everything. Like kind of like a step further than Smurfy, because Smurfs use like sentences, but the word Smurfy could be anything. But then like Shmoo, I think if I remember correctly, would always say Shmoo, and then if he was angry, he goes Shmoo, and then if he was like giggling, he'd be like Shmoo. But Pikachu only had, and I think the reason kids love this is because they're struggling to express themselves with tone. And then here's this character that's even more limited than themselves that is expressive through tone. And I criticize this relationship that a $5 bid on serving platter. Kelly would like your piece shown.
Okay.
So it actually made sense to me after I published, which isn't as bad as when I wrote a poem where I said F you, Bob Dylan. And then I read Chronicles and realized I was wrong.
Oh no.
And so,
It's okay to be wrong.
okay, here's what happened. I'm not a huge fan of Donald Trump. And I coach wrestling, and I part of my job is to teach teenage boys to be gentlemen, right? And I thought like the way that Donald Trump would describe the benefits of being a celebrity made it difficult for me to explain to young boys why it was important. Like, what are you going to do? Be the American president with that kind of mouth? And so I was quite frustrated. And so when Donald Trump was running, I thought, where's Bob Dylan right now? And I wrote a poem where I said, you know, suck it, Bob Dylan, or something like that. And then
Like, where are all the people stopping this from
right,
happening?
or I was also kind of thinking that if you made your life writing protest songs, where are you now?
Yeah.
And so I wrote this poem. Jess conspired with my publisher to publish a poetry book called Awaken the Undertow. And that poem made it into the book. And I finished reading Chronicles where Bob Dylan's like, I just wanted to write music. And I thought about politics. So I used to talk about it, but I never wanted to be part of your club. And I was like, kind of reading about how he like resented being told that he had to be anything he didn't want to be. He just wanted to be an artist. And I deeply regret having put into print F you, Bob Dylan. Well, for a number of reasons too, because it's not very classy to speak that way. But
you were feeling a lot of feelings too. Like, you were also in this like world.
I
Like,
was
we are,
listening to
we're
him
back
saying,
in this world where it could
if you
happen
can-
again.
If you can see this and support it, then your eyes are filled with mud. Your soul is dead, or something. I was like, "Where's Bob Dylan now?"
He was just tired of this shit too. This is by Kelly. It's a serving platter, and it's opening at $5. I bet this is weird if we have the lights off and you're just walking in. Sorry.
I think
Is
it's,
it
Thomas.
Thomas? So you
It's the shape
understand.
of Thomas.
It's the shape of Thomas.
Thomas
Oh
is
my
used
God,
to weird.
it's a shape that
The shape
I
of
didn't think it was
Thomas.
possible.
The shape of Thomas.
That's a unique outline. No doubt.
All I saw was a silhouette, but I thought it's either a musketeer or Thomas.
That's it. You can tell by my big backpack.
A Sherpa.
Love you guys. Miss you. Holy smokes, it's been a long time.
Nice to see you. This is also by Kelly. It is a palette. UV resin.
Are we doing the black light?
Ooh,
It's actually kind of meta.
it is.
I kind of like it better as an art piece than as a palette. I'm sure it would be a functional palette, but I think to take a palette and turn it into an art piece it's kind of like another level. And
Opening is $15.
did that piece get auctioned? Oh,
Oh, do you wanna grab
no, but we're going to auction it now if you're interested in it. Can you wave him back?
it? Yeah, I got
Oh,
it.
you got that? Just ask him if he wants to auction it. So I like this as an art piece. I also have this horrible story about how Jess has several tattoos. I don't have as many because I actually was living in my car the decade everybody was getting tattoos. And at one point, right before I went to go study writing, because I did this ridiculous, it sounds silly. I have a writing certificate, which like sometimes certificates aren't very, useful. But the professional writing certificate I took,
Mhm.
you were supposed to be a professional writer to get into the program. So if you're working at like the Calgary Herald and you want to take a year off and just polish, it was a professional writing program for people who were already professionals.
Right.
It was 7 courses a semester. I got in based on my art. I think I smudged my way in. And I worked harder that year on that stuff than I've ever worked on anything in my entire life. What was my point? Did I have a point?
You probably did.
What was I talking about right before I said that? It is a 20-hour day for me. I apologize. Something to do with. Oh yeah. So I had almost gone to get, because I was doing a lot of reading at that time, and I was really romanced by Hemingway and Fitzgerald and so forth. So right before I went to go get my writing certificate, I was going to get an old-fashioned Remington typewriter tattooed right here. And then it occurred to me while I was in the writing program that if I had a typewriter tattooed on my arm, it would be like as intense as having like an easel tattooed on my arm or a palette tattooed on my arm when I went to ACAD, right? So, cheese.
Didn't do that.
All of the tattoo ideas I had were cheesy, except from the one of Jesse on my arm.
Oh, when you talk into this, it talks back to you. This echo.
403-629-7424.
403-629-7424.
I feel like we're related.
Possibly.
Honestly, this is by Brenda, and look at this blue that kind of glimmers at the mouth of this vase. Opening is 60. I don't know how to explain. Can you see it at home? Look at this blue. It's like matte black and then really lovely. Cool on the inside. Brenda dropped off new glass pieces. 60 opening for this one. So last week we met some new people and they brought some new pieces. This is by Brandon. And this is opening $50. Doesn't it? I said it reminded me of Dario.
That's exactly just like.
Isn't that
Dari,
interesting?
yeah, totally.
And so he's currently working with Matthias in his
Interestingly
studio.
enough, that Dario had always reminded me of
Enrique, yeah.
and yet they all have their completely original voices.
Yeah, exactly. So the
but they
one,
hang well together.
the one Richard's showing currently is opening at 70. And this is also by
Remember that time
Brandon.
you came here and you rattled rappers the whole time, and I kept going.
Oh no. Okay, I'll be really quiet. Just have
Here, Rich, can you hold this one? This one's by Brandon as well. So he dropped off 3, and that one's opening 120.
I'm 20.
So he dropped off these ones, and then I'm going to show you his friend is Jola. So this is Brandon.
Do you know why it's so distressing? Is because I can see a little wiggle on the screen every time you rattle that. It's like it's telling me that crackling. But I don't know. Maybe somebody at home can contradict me and say, "Can you guys hear the crackling?" Because my microphone is telling me. If I'm wrong, I'll live with it. But it's the sound level on the screen
So this is by
that
Jola.
stresses me out.
This is a.
Jess also steps so loud, and she's just a little tiny wafer.
I bought ergonomic shoes to try to.
But
stop
she
that.
shakes the camera,
And then the camera shakes.
and I'm twice your weight.
What?
But I can move without shaking the camera. Somebody's telling me.
That's a place in Calgary. Chopsticks.
Okay, Kelly has confirmed she cannot hear your crackling. You were right. I was wrong. Enjoy your food. Crackle away.
I'm willing to share. It's a Kit Kat. You guys need a break?
Oh.
Oh, dad joke.
No, we make bad jokes here. Bad jokes are
No,
welcome.
dad joke.
That joke.
Bad jokes.
So this is opening. This is by Jola, and this is $200 opening. So it's a photo printed out, and he hand painted digitally the red of the beetle, the beetle book. Okay, and then let's hold up this one. He also does this painting. So this is a print of his original painting, and this is opening at $200 as well by Jola.
Well, there's a duplicate.
And this is a
If you
smaller
have less
print.
space,
If you
where's the opening
like
of this
it,
one?
that is $150. So the print of an original
I
painting
like
by
that, I like that
Jonah.
even in the print you can see the matte knife,
Texture. Yeah, totally.
palette knife.
Nice.
Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break.
I didn't know there was a jingle.
Well, you know what? I do drive to Cochrane every day, and I hear people talking about podcasts all the time. Do you listen to any podcasts?
Not really.
Do you listen to any podcasts? Do you listen to any podcasts? I absolutely love listening to Under the Influence.
Yeah.
Terry O'Reilly, CBC, and he's got an advertising background. I actually have an advertising background, so I love getting like enwrapped into those stories. And I think maybe one of the big things that really boosted his career was he was like one of Canada's best advertisers. He had a radio show on CBC, but then that just happened to coincide with like the rise and fall of Mad Men. So like he even acknowledged on his radio show that Mad Men really propelled his. But they were just doing an episode on jingles the other day, so I know more about jingles than I should.
These are black and white drawings by
For
Alex.
instance, anybody here like Barry Manilow? Guess what jingles Barry Manilow wrote?
I was listening to Barry American Bandstand coming down here tonight.
Barry Manilow?
Yep.
He wrote the Band-Aid song.
No.
I am stuck on Band-Aid
Band-Aid.
because Band-Aid stuck on me. He also wrote an entire song that's been the State Farm song. Be a good neighbor, State Farm is there. He wrote several really important jingles.
Now, whenever people hear those jingles, Alex, they'll think of your drawing.
Don't close your eyes tonight. We really are related. I've done this drawing before.
I really love this one. So this is a set of 5, and they're opening at $25 for the set. This one's called Spiral. This one's called Mountain Wave. Oh, I'm doing like scratch
Okay.
board.
Can I do
With the
something for you? It's just
and
that
prints?
if you hold the picture steady, the
Oh,
camera can focus.
I am.
But I'm looking at it.
Well, what I think is steady, another person might think it's not.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
So these are opening $5 each or $25 for the set by Alex.
Woohoo!
And these are by Allie. This is Growth. $15 opening bid. Polymer clay. Air dry clay. Polymer clay. Air dry clay.
Polymer clay.
Polymer clay.
Or actually, no, those are air dry
Air
clay.
dry clay.
The
Other one
cake
is
that like
Sacrifice.
crazy cake is polymer clay.
So opening is 15. And this lovely one is 20 opening. The Enlightenment Feather. So lovely. So text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424.
403-629-7424 for anybody in the back that did not hear.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank
Hey,
you.
so you're flying in airplanes?
Yeah.
So
That's
is that?
so
Are you
cool.
almost done? Are you getting a license? Or you?
Oh no, I was renewing my license.
Okay.
That's so fun.
How long have you been flying?
Since the late 1900s.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought that was kind of a new thing.
No.
I'm just gonna walk out with it.
This is by
Okay.
Kelly. This is Chip. And he's very nice to hug just because he like curls up in your arm like this. So if you need to cuddle anybody, opening for Chip is $52. He also has a little bucket of charms that he keeps the little charms in. It's a resin box that Kelly made too. It is cute. And it also comes with this extra cute resin piece that is also, I think, a magnet. And if you like octopuses on your fridge, it is resin magnet. Magnet resin. That is opening $52. Next. This is by Maggie. It's opening at $5. It is lovely. Nice quiet scene. If you need quiet. This is Derek. This is Derek's painting of his girlfriend as a troll. It's less quiet than this one, but equally magic. Sometimes you just need trolls in your life. I understand this. Also, looks like she's been through battles, and I really love that. This is by Riaz. I really like this one. It's opening at $10. And I really like the colors, and then I really like the little lines that he did over top. Next, I'm going to show some pieces that will, this is by Eli, opening $10, and all the money will go to Eli. We are helping Eli, not helping, he is working out getting his wheelchair up and running again. So we're just awaiting instructions if he needs anything. He's very sweet. He's like, I don't want anything until I know what I need. So, but we can still get him on his whole sales if he, I keep kicking that. Opening is $10 for this one by Eli.
Yeah.
$10 to Thomas. Thank you, Thomas.
Make it 20.
$20. That will all go to Eli. I will write that down so I do not forget.
Oh, you have to write it down too?
Yes.
Can I write it for you?
Oh, it's okay. I do have a little bit of a flow going, and there's not thousands of people bidding right now, so it's okay. Thank you though for offering.
I know you're an amazing multitasker. That's you're advertising, writing.
We're talking like at school. The teachers are like, "No, I might be ADHD." I'm like, "I think we have to be like." I think there's like no like. Even if you're not diagnosed, I feel like you have to be at some point to be.
Nobody thinks they have it because we all have it.
I think that's it.
It's
We
the
live
norm
in a
now.
society that's literally like requiring that kind of mental capability.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we're all X-Men. Women.
100%.
Like literally. It's,
I agree with that, Thomas.
Yeah. and we take care of each other.
Neurodivergency is a superpower. Which one?
Ah!
Neurodivergency is a superpower just across the board.
Okay, and I wanted to show these ones because Alana said that she would like to donate whatever she sells for to Eli. So this is by Alana. It's a pour painting, and I find that she does really lovely things with her pours. Like you can end up seeing really beautiful magic in there. So this is opening $40, and whatever she sells for will also go to Eli as well.
Is that Helena Bouchard?
No, this is Alana Orizzetti.
I actually took a class with Alana Bouchard.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, she was presenting at the Art Space and Design place.
Yeah. It looks almost like her style too. She paints that deep. Looks cool.
These are also by Alana Orizzetti. Almost like orchids or flames or magical dragons. These are opening at $20 each. Text 403-629-7424 if you'd like to bid on a piece.
That's 403-629-7424.
Awesome.
No one will forget.
Gotta do it in the announcer voice.
Yeah, right. And these are tiny little pieces that can go as gifts to people. We can donate. AC just wanted them to find a happy home, and they're really cute. So they're little abstracts, and she puts them by like little displays in her. She said really cute little pictures of like dolls on her shelves, and they go really well as like little scenes on your shelves with little like dolls or like on the walls. There's 6 of them, nope, 9 of them. So you could hang a nice little square of these little abstracts. Because these ones also, the donate. The money will go to Eli. So whatever you bid, we will put this towards Eli as well.
Has Eli been in here before?
Oh yeah. He's been coming. Last time he came down, I don't know if he's been the nights you've been. He came down on his longboard, and we were like, "Oh no, Eli, what happened?" And the street cleaners are not so. I don't know. They don't think about people who have different mobility issues sometimes.
Okay.
So his wheelchair piece got busted up in the last snowfall, and there's one part that he's trying to find. So his friend is helping him, and they're trying to jimmy rig it, and they're having trouble just finding this one part. So that's the last I heard, and so I said, keep us in the loop. Okay, there's a lot of painting. It's a nice goblet by Brenda. Goblet. This is opening $60 as well by Brenda. Nice blue purple.
You heard about the Calgarian that's involved in the world class competition for glass blowing or something like that?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I thought it might have been even what's his name? The guy that does glass.
Matthias?
Yeah. That would have been cool.
You said they're Calgarian or Canadian?
He's from Calgary actually.
Oh, wow.
I think he was blowing, like he actually had the truck going around at Sea Space and
Oh,
King Edward.
Cool. Very fun. I have to look that up.
Keep your eyes out. Local.
That is very cool. So,
For your local artists today.
well, they're still alive.
Oh, we still haven't started.
So Jeff Watt and Johanna did a really cool 4x4 piece, but I think I'm gonna put it up next week, earlier in the auction. So we'll put that one up next week. And then, so one more time, this is by Allie. Very cool. Teddy's Sacrifice. Opening is $40. I really love the detail on it.
Is that a goose?
It just no, it's like poison and stabby and snakes. It's like very cool little cake. It's called Teddy's Sacrifice. It has a whole story, like really, like you
Yeah,
just
there's
can
like
think
a
of-
whole story behind it.
and you can like feel it just by that one title. It's very cool.
Yeah, once she makes the second tier, the story will kind of come together a little bit more. But basically, for one of her classes, she has to use like bottle molds to create like a sculpture
Oh, cool.
out of ceramics, and she can kind of like dissect them, cut them up, put them back together in any way she wants. And she decided to make it into a cake since she has a history with cooking.
Cool. That's wonderful. So cool. I like hearing where things come from. This is a little one by her too. I really love the people. They're just hugging each other, working together, not fighting. There's no fighting in this painting. They're just happy.
Oh, I love that.
They're happy.
This was a breakthrough for me.
Oh,
This was, you know what this was?
happy.
No, well, yeah. I was just actually talking outside about this. Is that this was I'm getting choked up. This was a moment when I was sitting at my desk and we'd been talking it out. So this might be a couple months old. It might have been in my classroom for a few months. We were talking out closing down Rumble House. No, it's not as old as that because we talked about closing down Rumble House, and then we were talking about afterwards we would do the Isle of Rue. And initially, I hadn't sort of banged out what that would look like, and it's only like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks since we figured out what it's going to look like.
I've been thinking a lot.
Right. So for the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been really like scripting and like set planning, really like nailing out it. But here's what I've given myself permission to do. We're gonna add it up when we're done. I think I'm at around 1,800 paintings. I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit 2,000 paintings that I've made and sold to keep Gorilla House and Rumble House open by the end of next year. And I was sitting at my desk 3 weeks ago when we came up with the philosophy for what have we told you. So the Isle of Rue will be a weekly broadcast from our home. We'll do guests. We can sell other people's stuff if they want us to, and they can keep 100% of their sales. But for us, what we're going to do is it's kind of like art lessons, kind of like art philosophy. We're going to pick something that means the world to us. Like, so this young man that opened up Scraper Bikes in Oakland, California was one of the things that inspired me to open up Gorilla House. Last year, I just found him I was like, I wonder if he exists. So I looked him up on Instagram, and he exists. And I took a picture of him on his Scraper Bike, and I made a painting of him, and I sent it to him in Oakland, California. He just lost his mind. So that's what we're going to do. The first episode, I think, will be, there was a library in Santa Monica that has a Lego club for kids that don't have money in California. We're just going to make them a painting, maybe a Lego reference. And so each week we make a painting. We do a little bit of research on somebody who's deserving, and we mail them a surprise painting. There'll be a QR code in there where they can find the episode to watch. And they can also, like, if they want to, contact us for the next, so there might be feedback coming back in. This is ideas about 3 weeks old. We started building the puppets for it. I think we wrote some theme songs. There's jingles.
Different segments
Little
each
interviews. How did it go again? Obnoxious things
week that people
say to
to
artists. And so those are the puppet segments. It's like, can you make this match my couch and stuff like that? And but yeah. So this is actually the drawing I did in the last 3 weeks, right? Because it didn't seem right when it says old, but it was a big transition for me because I suddenly realized in 10 months I never have to sell a painting again for the rest of my life. I've sold 2,000 paintings to keep this place open. If you want my work after December 2024, you have to earn it by doing good deeds. I will never sell another painting. And when I had this,
you don't have to.
I don't have
it's
to.
not
Yeah.
be so
and so as soon as I had this thought that oh, next year my work goes from like having a price to becoming priceless again, something inside me just cracked. You know when the ice cracks on the lake? Something cracked while I was working on this, and I was kind of doing a thing. You might find this. There's this moment when you're doing a piece, and it looks just how you like it, but you don't know if it's going to connect with the viewer, or you don't know if what your intention was clear, or you don't know if it's like something. I remember doing a painting because I was dying to make a painting of the devil one night, and then I realized, oh, we need to make rent, and nobody's hanging the devil in their kitchen. So, but this was that moment where I realized, oh, I don't have to please anybody. And as much as I resist that temptation to paint for the buyer or to paint something commercial, it still exists inside me. I thought I was pretty punk rock at not caring about stuff like that because I do pay the devil what I need to make rent. But I realized once I let that go, actually, I felt the ice crack and a new level of myself kind of loosening up. And it actually, the last time that really happened was we were in LA in Santa Monica where the Lego place was, library really. And Bruce Watson was looking at my work and he said, "Oh, Rich, there's something happening with your work. What is it?" What I assumed was we're on the beach and we made 40 paintings. I assumed it was me painting outside. Like, oh, you must be responding to me painting under the Santa Monica sun. But what I think it was is we were trading our paintings for good deeds that month. And so the paintings I made were 1,000,000,000% unburdened by debt, right? So this was a painting I made and I felt the ice crack because I realized I don't have to please people anymore. So, not that I pleased people in the past, but at least I tried. Okay, so how are we doing? Is it done?
I think, yeah. So we showed.
And we still have 9 people with us,
some-
which might be 18 because a lot of people watching groups. Did you get back to Jeff?
Yeah, I think
We'll put it up when
we'll
there's
do
a
it
bigger
next
crowd.
week. Yeah, just
Yeah.
because I think that's better.
Right, it's embarrassing when it's slow, but February, March is always slow. We forget that every year.
We do.
Every February, March, I'm totally depressed and I think I'm a loser. And then the Facebook feed saved me because I'll see these manic,
Memories.
depressive poems from last year in March come up. I'm like, oh yeah, we sucked in March last year too. So I think what happens is everybody spends their money at Christmas. January, February, March is a
And we're
grind.
just coming out of the
April,
ice. We're
We
thawing.
break through. There's all the people. If you guys can help market us a bit, Jess and I are thinking quite a bit about the Isle of Rue instead of the Rumble, so we need some help with that. On my birthday, we're going to take the sign down. Rumble House sign off the roof is coming down.
In the summer, and then
Those letters can be rearranged to say bumhole user. But I'm going to restore those letters, and then it'll still say live art on the front until
we
December.
might repaint the door to say Rumble.
Yeah. All
For
right.
the last couple.
And would anybody like to hear Jesse sing at the end of the night?
I would.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. And when I touch
Vicky
you,
bid $40 on
I
this.
feel
Thank you, Vicky.
happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can't hide. I can't hide. I can't hide. Yeah, you got that something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And thank you everyone for joining us. We are very grateful. Very, very grateful.
Always happy to be here.
Here, end the live stream. And it. Would you like to keep your